YouTube, how the bloody fucking heck are you? I'm the Glute Guru. You know me, that weird, sweaty, hairy dude who's always training in short denim shorts and who's helping you to build your booty. But really, I'm actually just Aden Gazi, a 29-year-old bloke from Western Sydney, just rolling through life and trying to figure shit out along the way. So, I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit different here on my YouTube channel. And don't worry, I'm still going to be helping you with building your glutes and helping you get a goddamn juicy booty. But I wanted to invite you on a journey of self-exploration where I'm going to be able to share all of the things that I learn on this journey. Because you see, I just recently turned 29 and I'm about to enter into the next decade. So I wanted to be able to document that entire year, month by month, with monthly vlogs, breaking down everything that I learn along the way from the lessons of life, with my journey to 30. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. The whole idea of this entire thing is a little bit daunting for me. And I'm not the kind of person who gets fucking nervous or anything like that, but I'm just very, very unfamiliar with the world of vlogging. I just don't really understand it. I'm not the kind of person who watches reality TV shows. I'm not the kind of person who watches vloggers on YouTube. I'm not the kind of person who's really interested heavily in what other people are doing in their day-to-day life. And to be honest with you, I've always kind of thought that it's a little bit narcissistic of people, and maybe that's just my own closed-minded view, because look, this is an opportunity for people to be able to connect, people to be able to share stories, and people to be able to really learn and understand and grow from other people's journeys. So it's just not something that I would really go and watch. But I know that people do like watching and viewing these things, and I thought that this could be an opportunity for me to be able to let you in on areas of my life and things that I'm trying to improve, things that I'm trying to work on, things that I'm trying to avoid, so that you can actually learn along the way. Because I've always prided myself on not really making my channel or my branding with the Glute Guru about me. Yeah, it's called Glute Guru, and yeah, I am the Glute Guru, but I pride myself on giving education that you can automatically implement into your life. And I like to share and tell stories about how you can do that with different technique tutorials or little stories to help you understand things. But maybe I'm failing to understand that I can share lessons that I've learned just from my own life that might not just have to do with building glutes, that can also help you along the way. Things that I haven't even learned yet. Different things that I'm going to be discovering about myself on this journey. So even though I have no fucking clue what I'm doing, and even though these first few videos might be kind of shit, and I hope they're not, I hope this is a good video, I'm also hoping that it's going to get better and better and better as the journey improves and as I keep moving forward into the next decade with this journey to 30. So if you want to come along for the ride, then be sure to make sure that you subscribe and you turn on that notification bell to make sure that you get notified when all these videos come out. I'm planning on doing them probably once a month, and I don't know, if I enjoy it and I like doing it, then maybe I'll start doing them more frequently. But for now, I'm not going to commit to anything more than once a month, because I know that small, realistic goals are probably better. So I'll do one big video a month, but make sure you turn on that notification bell and subscribe now so you do not miss out. So, why am I doing this? Well, I can think of 10 reasons why. I'm going to rattle them off for you now. Number one is I wanted to be able to connect with and create relationships with everybody on here that delves a little bit deeper than just building booties. So you can see that there's actually a guy behind the Glute Guru, because out of anything and everything that I love most about my career, it's actually getting to develop and build relationships and make connections with people. So if I can use this as a way for you to be able to connect with me and be able to have a human interaction, even if it is just through a screen, then hopefully I can impact your life and you'll be able to impact mine in a positive way. Number two, and this one's probably a little bit more important, sorry to sound selfish, but I want to not just connect with you guys more, but I want to be able to connect with myself more and really understand myself and build a lot of awareness around the things that I'm going to be learning about myself on this journey. I truly believe that awareness is everything, and I'm really hoping that creating these videos and having little monthly goals will help me to bring that awareness back into the front of my head, because I know that I have these little tasks that I'm going to be held accountable for every single month. Number 3, speaking of accountability, I fucking need accountability. I am woefully horrendous at keeping myself accountable for my goals. Largely because I'm really fucking forgetful, and I very much live in the moment of every single moment that I'm in. And the consequences of not acting, or the consequences of not doing what I need to do, are very often drifting away from me as my goals drift off into the distance, unless I have accountability, unless I have an end date to be able to complete something by. Then I can kind of gamify my life, and I feel as though it's a bit more entertaining, it's a bit more fun, it's a bit more challenging, because I have the accountability of certain things to do within a certain time frame. And I'm really hoping that creating these videos will be able to help me to structure my life and keep me accountable in that way. Number 4, I want to show you guys the importance of setting goals, but more importantly, the importance of chunking your goals into mini stepping stone goals, because I find that that is something that truly does help me. Because this is a journey to 30, and that is a 12-month long journey. But I'm not really focusing too much on where I'm going to be in the next 12 months. I'm going to be setting monthly goals to say, how can I improve to do what I need to do to get where I need to be by the end of the next month. And then I'm going to be reassessing, reapplying, and reevaluating to then move forward for the next month. And then I'll probably even break those monthly goals down into weekly bite-sized pieces, and then into daily actionable tasks, because long-term goals can be really overwhelming for people. A lot of the time they just have a goal, like I just want to lose weight, I just want to get toned. That's not a fucking goal. That's a phrase. That's a wish. That's a want. So, especially when it's something that's long term, it can become unrealistic, or it can become out of grip because there's no urgency to grip onto it. So, by chunking your goals into smaller sections, smaller months, weeks, days, or whatever it might be, I'm hoping that you'll be able to learn to apply that into your own life, and hoping that it teaches me to be able to do it much better than I currently do, which is not that great at the moment. Number 5 is, I might seem like a fun, energetic and entertaining dude, and I like to think that I am, but really, I live a pretty fucking boring life. I really don't do anything other than work and eat and sleep and, you know what I'm talking about? But it's because I love it. Honestly, I fucking love working, and I have no problem or no issue with working almost every waking hour of the day and not really doing much else outside of that. But I understand the importance of being able to separate my work-life balance, and I want to be able to have a better work-life balance so that I can actually look forward to other things that I can develop, other skills, other hobbies, other fucking whatevers, and I can set goals and have little mini tasks to be able to make sure that I'm developing other skills in other areas of life, which can also teach me lessons that I can bring back into not just my life, but into my business, and then be able to help me to be able to reach more people from all the things I'm learning with a better life-work balance from doing more fun shit. Number 6. The number of the beast, hell and fire. No, okay, sorry. That is a good song though. Number 6 is, one of those skills that I want to actually fucking learn is exactly what I'm doing right now, which is getting in front of a camera, facing my fears, and doing some fucking vlogging, which is something that I have fucking no clue how to do. I'm sorry if this video is shit. Hopefully Jerry can help me edit it. Anyway, I have always loved making videos, filmmaking, videography, and I wanted to be able to explore something new within that I have absolutely no understanding of whatsoever. And I know that the best way to do it is by fucking doing it. So I'm hopefully gonna be getting better and better and better at making these videos as they go on each month. Number 7 is I wanna show and prove to everybody that you need to just fucking start, and that you need to stop overthinking whatever it is that you want to do, or whatever you want to learn, or whatever it might be, and just fucking get in there and learn by actually doing. So many people sit down and wait and over-contemplate and over-analyze and overthink and never take any action. But the action is where you actually learn. It's like one of my favorite little references around this is you could read a fucking bike. You could read every bike riding manual in the world. And you could be like, yep, I'm fucking so ready to get on this bike. I'm gonna fucking pop a wheelie. I'm just gonna absolutely fucking crush it. But until you actually get on that bike and you start pedaling, then you're never actually going to be able to master the art of the practical application of riding a bike. And you're probably gonna fucking stack the shit out of it, and you're probably gonna be overthinking all the things that you researched about bike riding when you get on there and fucking psych yourself out. So, I have no clue how to vlog. I don't know how this shit works, but here I am doing it. I'm gonna give it a crack, and I'm gonna get better along the way. So if there's something that you wanna do in your life, and you're worried that you don't know how to do it, just fucking start, somehow. I'm not saying don't research things, I'm not saying don't get educated around things, but you're gonna learn from the process. This is, even for me in my career, the reason why I know so much shit is because I've trained so many people. I don't have massive certifications from anything. I just have a Cert 4 in fitness. But I'm really good at what I do because I do it every fucking day. And I learn from the experience of training people. So if there's anything that you want to do in your life that you're being currently held back from because you feel like you're not where you need to be to start, just fucking start. You'll get there. And hopefully I do with these. Fingers fucking crossed. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I take it all back. Number 8. Wait, what was...
A few moments later.
Oh, that's right. I have a really fucking shit memory. I'm talking fucking offensively bad. So, I want to be able to make sure that I can document this journey so I can actually fucking remember the things that I did along the way across this year and month to month. Because it's going to be able to give me an opportunity to not just remember, but also reflect and learn from the things that I'm actually going through. And then not only remember, but also hopefully build more awareness around what I'm actually doing in the moment anyway, and understand how that's going to be able to affect all the other areas of my life, and then ingrain the memory, not in here, but in this little motherfucking thing, so I could just talk back to it, and then one day, when I'm fucking 69 years old, on my deathbed, I'm gonna be looking back at these videos and understanding, wow, that was cool. That was a cool year. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe these videos are gonna be shit and they're gonna suck, and I'm gonna look back and say, fuck, you were a flop. But you tried. Good on you. So, yeah. Number 9 is, I'm hoping that creating these videos and going on this journey is going to be able to help me to build more awareness, build more education, build more understanding around the thing that is simultaneously my absolute superpower while also being my absolute kryptonite, which is me having ADHD. I found out that I had ADHD about 2 years ago or so now, and I'm medicated, and it has helped a lot. But more importantly than the actual medication was actually just knowing that I actually had it, and knowing that I have a neurological abnormality that explains a lot of who I am, explains a lot of why I'm really good at certain things, and a lot of why I'm really, really bad at certain things as well. Now, I'm really grateful to be able to have ADHD, and I'm hoping that anybody who might be watching this, who might also have it, or might maybe be wondering whether they do, I'm not here to fucking be a doctor or anything like that, but can hopefully maybe learn some things along the way, because for me, knowing that I had it, and building awareness around the symptoms and how it could potentially affect my life was the number one thing that helped me to be able to actually understand and educate myself how to be able to live my life and how to be able to understand the decisions that I'm making, either consciously or subconsciously, because of a very physical thing that I have inside my body that is very hard to control at times and very much defines and makes up a lot of who I am. However, ADHD does bring a lot of flaws and does make a lot of things in life a lot harder. It's not just bouncing around with energy and being a big fucking ball of fun who never shuts up. There are a lot of things which do have a lot of negative downsides. But I do not and I refuse to let anything like that define who I am. And I'm hoping that going through this journey will help me to better understand myself and things that I already know that are affected by it, so that I can help to improve those areas of my life even more. And lucky last number motherfucking 10 is I want to be able to celebrate all my motherfucking wins with you guys. I want to be able to celebrate at the end of every month, saying, oh, hell fucking yeah, baby, we did it, here we are, yeah, hustle, work, grind, respect, yeah. But not really just that, because I also want to be able to share all of my undoubtable failures and losses that I'm probably going to be having along the way. And I'm not saying that because I'm a negative Nancy, I'm saying that because I know that that's fucking life. Sometimes you set goals, you have plans, and you work hard, and you get there, and that's fucking awesome. But a lot of the time, it doesn't work out. But that's okay. That's okay. So I want you guys to be here while I'm fucking celebrating my wins, cheering me on, saying, you fucking go, girl. But I also want you to be here to see that it's okay if you don't fucking get there. If you don't get there by the time you expected, if you need to change your plans halfway through, or if you were just a full fucking big failure the entire goddamn way, okay? Because people never fucking do things that they want to do because they just fear the failure, rather than actually just fucking doing it and learning from the losses that they have, so that then they can actually go through an experience, and really every loss that they have is just a win that helps them to learn something so they can move forward and then replan, reassess, revalue, and then attack in a slightly different way. I don't know the fucking quotes, but there's so many quotes about all the famous entrepreneurs and all the athletes. And they say, you gotta fail fast, you gotta fail hard, you gotta do this, that, and all the rest. And I'm not sitting here thinking that I'm not gonna be like, guys, I failed again. How good is that? Whoa, failure for the win. But I'm also not afraid to fail, because I know that it can just be a stepping stone and I can learn. And I'm also very fucking confident that I'm gonna put the fucking work in to make sure that I actually do achieve my goals. And if I don't, then that's okay. I'll still be proud for fucking doing what I could to get where I was, regardless of the outcome. Because as Miley fucking Cyrus said so beautifully, it's not about how fast you get there, not about how something, it's not about something. Come on, yeah. It's the climb. You know the song. I hope you know the song. It's not the destination, it's the journey. Anyway, I'm sick of all these cliche quotes. You get the idea. That's my fucking reasons why I'm doing it. So, what am I actually going to be documenting and sharing, and what goals am I going to be trying to hit across these month-to-month vlogs? Well, look, it's probably going to be a little bit different every month, and obviously I probably should. And I'm not going into it with hard and fast rules, but I do want to be able to give it some kind of a framework, so one, I can know and expect what I'm going to be doing each month. You guys can know and expect what I'm going to be doing each month, but it just gives me a little bit of guidance along the way. So I'm going to be having my training goals, I'm going to be having some career goals, and I'm also going to be having some personal goals of fun challenges or new hobbies or things I want to learn or try out. So let's kick things off with my training goals. Now, the main thing that I want to be focusing on with my training and with my physical appearance is tracking and improving my performance on my big lifts, because to be honest with you, I don't really have huge physique goals. Do I want to get in the absolute best shape of my life ever by the time that I turn 30? Yes, absolutely I do. But I don't have super specific goals around that because I'd much rather focus on the process of getting really fucking strong and jacked on all of my big lifts across those 12 months. And as a consequence, I'll let my body adapt and change so I'll look more jacked by the end of it. So, I'm going to be documenting a few things. One lift every single month. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be just training one lift every month, but I'm going to be putting an integral focus on a particular one of the big lifts, probably typically either squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, chin-ups, or bench press. That might change, but that's okay. And putting 100% focus and attention on that. One, because it's going to be easier to create these videos for you guys if I'm not showing you every single one of my lifts. But two, it's probably better for me to be able to really knuckle down and prioritize and specialize my programming around heightening one of those lifts. I've been training for quite some time now, and it's really hard to get super strong on everything at the same time. So rather than try to go balls to wall on every single thing, I'll probably maintain a lot of my lifts on certain months and then really put an extra emphasis on particular ones that I'm trying to hit a PB on. Now, even though my main focus is on improving my performance, I definitely still do want to improve my appearance as well. So I'm also going to be tracking and logging with my measurements, with my weight, with my skin fold, so I can analyze my body fat percentage, and then also taking progress photos along the way as well. And obviously it goes without saying that my training and my aesthetics and my body composition is going to be heavily affected by my calorie intake and my nutrition. So I'll be sharing my calorie target goals for you guys as well as I go through different dieting phases throughout the 12-month block. Now, for my career-based goals. Now, look, I don't fucking care about the finances and analyzing anything to do with any of that, and it's something that honestly I probably really should work on, but I can't really see myself just automatically swooping over and then turning into a money-driven person, because I care way more about the amount of people that I can actually impact with my businesses, whether it be either online or in person, and the amount of people that I can engage with and connect with so I can actually have my message heard and hopefully make this world a fucking more beautiful place for everybody. So I want to be improving and expanding my engagement and my reach and my connection with 4 different things within my business. The first is my Glute Guru Gang online monthly membership, which I actually just relaunched today. So that will be a very interesting journey to be able to see how much I can grow that over the next year and how many more people that I can help with our incredible programs. The second is my members at the Booty Base. Now, the Booty Base is actually locked down right now down here in Sydney, which is very unfortunate. And to be honest with you, my goal isn't to have an exponentially large amount of members at the Booty Base. I'd much rather keep it tight-knit and have closer, more intimate relationships with my clients so I can help them more. I'm not looking to grow into some gargantuous gym, but it still is good to have that little bit of accountability to make sure that I'm not feeling things fall behind. I am still being able to impact and help more people. My next is the amount of followers that I have on Instagram, and the last is the amount of subscribers that I have here on YouTube. So if you haven't already, then why don't you fucking get on down there and hit that subscribe button? Come on, help me with my goddamn goals. And to be honest with you, I've never really liked being follower-centric, but it is a nice indication that you are reaching more people, that your message is getting heard more, and that you do have more potential to make more impact in people's lives. So I'm not going to be sitting here and being like, fuck yeah, I got X amount of subscribers or followers. But it is nice to know that whatever I'm doing is working and it's resonating with you guys, because obviously that's a great way to be able to make sure that my education and my entertainment is hitting home. And lastly, we have my personal goals and hobbies and etc. that I really want to be working on. And the first one there is I want to make sure that I dedicate to reading at least 1 book a month. Now that might not sound like a lot for some of you guys who might like reading a lot, but as much as I love reading, I always have found it hard, and I've always struggled really actually dedicating reading a book from start to finish. I'll very often pick it up, get halfway through, get distracted, and then completely forget about it, and then move on to something else, pick it up fucking however many months later, and be like, oh yeah, that's right, this book is pretty cool. So I want to be able to make sure that by the end of the year, I've actually read 12 full books and potentially more along the way. I also want to be going and doing some online courses. So I love books, but I also really like learning from an instructor on a video. That's how I like teaching, and it's also how I like learning. So I want to be dedicating at least one online course every single month and sharing all the lessons that I have learned along the way. Also, I'm going to be dedicating my time to one hobby. So it could be anything. Maybe it's skating, maybe it's learning the guitar, maybe it's learning how to crochet, probably not, but something that's going to be able to challenge me outside of work so that I can have a new skill to be able to learn and develop, that I can obviously get better at that skill and hobby, but also be able to take those live lessons and apply them to other areas of my life. And then lastly, I want to be able to have one more additional challenge, which might be completely different every single month. And I want to make sure that I dedicate a minimum of 20 days doing that task or that challenge. Sometimes it might be the entire month. Sometimes I'm going to give myself a little bit of leeway and say, well, 5 days out of the week is probably more realistic, rather than diving head in and committing to doing absolutely every single day. And those will change every month as I come up with new creative ideas and things to try out. So every month I will be filming and putting together a video sharing my journey, sharing what I learned, sharing my wins and sharing my failures, so you guys can all come and learn along the way as I grow through this journey. Now, also, there is one more thing that I'm working on, but it's a bit personal and I'm probably not going to tell anybody about it. Probably not. We'll see. All right, guys. Now, I didn't mean to leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger there, and I know that I said that I was only going to be doing one video a month, but I figured this video is already dragging on a fair bit, so I decided I'm going to be splitting this first month into 3 different videos. This first one is just letting you know everything that I'm doing, and the next video I'm going to be going through telling you exactly where I'm currently at with my body stats, with my lifts, with my business, and with everything that's going on in my life right now. And I'm also going to be letting you know all of my goals of where I want to be at the end of this 12-month journey when I finally turn motherfucking 30. And I'm going to be stating and letting you know all of my goals and everything that I'm going to be trying to achieve on this first month, so that after 1 month's time, I can check in again and keep you guys in the loop. And then we're going to have another video where I'm going to be sharing 29 fun facts about my life so far, so you can get to know the guy behind the Glute Guru a little bit better. And there's another guy that I want you to get to know as well, and it's Mr. Motherfucking Jerry, boy, right here. One of the motherfucking team down here at the Booty Base is going to be helping me to make all of these videos along the way on this vlogging journey to 30. So, let's go. If you want to motherfucking come along for the ride and experience the journey, well, why don't you do me and Jerry a favor? Because it's time for you to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the motherfucking bell, and ladies and gentlemen, Jerry fucking boy, you know what they say. I don't know what they say. YouTube,